Hello artists! Today we are going to be doing some circle art. So let's go through the materials that we have in our bags. So the first thing you have is this big cardboard circle, and it's actually a pizza round. People put pizzas on these, but we're going to use it for our art project today. You have a pencil, a Sharpie marker, a paintbrush, a bottle of this mysterious black liquid. It's actually called India ink. And you have 3 containers of liquid watercolor. So I gave you the primary colors, blue, red, and yellow. And primary colors are colors that you can use to make other colors. So if you mix primary colors together, you can make a new color. So for example, red and blue mixed together make purple, yellow and blue mixed together make green, and finally, yellow and red mixed together make orange. So the 2 things that you're going to need that I did not provide for you are a little dish of water so that you can rinse your paintbrush between colors if you want, and then a plate if you want to mix colors. So let's say you want to make an orange, you can put a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow on your plate and make an orange. So we're going to start with our cardboard round and a pencil. And what we're going to do is create something that kind of looks like a bullseye. So we're going to make concentric circles, and concentric circles are circles that have the same center point. So we're going to start with a smaller circle in the middle. So do your best to find the middle of your circle. And I'm going to draw kind of a smaller circle right there in the middle. Now, as your circles get larger, you're going to decide how far apart you want your circles to be. So this first one I'm going to make pretty large around it. Then maybe the next one I'm going to make a little skinnier. Okay, maybe I'll just mess with the varying thicknesses. I want to make circles until I reach the very outer edge of my cardboard round. Okay, so I'll have something like that, and it looks like a bullseye, right? What you're going to do now, and this is kind of the fun part, you get to be creative. Inside of each of my circles or rings, you're going to create a design. So I want you to think about some shapes or patterns or lines that you can do, and I want each ring to be different. So maybe in the middle you want to do a solid black or just a solid color. You can leave it blank. The next one, maybe you want to do some lines. So I'm not going to leave my center one blank, but you can. I'm going to in the middle put a flower. So I'm going to make my petals reach all the way out to the outer edge of the circle. So there's my first one. Then on my second circle, I'm going to do some lines radiating out. Okay, you don't have to do what I'm doing. Definitely can come up with your own pattern or design. Okay. Then maybe in my next one, I'm going to leave it blank. I'm just going to leave it and I'm going to color it in a solid color. On my next one, I'm going to do alternating triangles. It almost looks like teeth. So I'm going to do that going all the way around. Just like that. Okay, so I'll fill up the whole circle. Then on my next ring, maybe I want to do just some kind of squiggle. You can be as detailed as you want. I'm being simple because I'm trying to go just a little quickly. Okay, so I'll do that all the way around. Can you see my squiggle? And then finally on my outside ring, I'll come up with my next design. So go ahead, fill in your rings, be creative. Your next step is going to be to either use your India ink, dauber, or your Sharpie marker. So depending on how detailed you get, your more detailed designs, you're going to want a thinner line to outline with. So you'll use your Sharpie to outline those lines. But if you have like a big design like this squiggle here, use your dauber. It's going to give a nice thick outline. So the trick with these daubers, obviously take the lid off, but if you don't notice right away that the ink is flowing, and mine so happens to be, but if it's not, the ink is not coming out, just press lightly with the tip and the ink will start to flow. So you're going to outline, once you have all your designs done, which I don't, but I just want to show you, you're going to outline all your pencil lines. So I'm going to start just by outlining all of my circles. And then I'm going to go back and outline my designs. So my center design is pretty small. I'm going to use my Sharpie to outline it. So when you're done, you're going to end up with something that looks like, or something similar to this. So all of my pencil lines are outlined. It's really bold. So now my last step is to paint with my liquid watercolors. Now I have to warn you, the liquid watercolors are going to stain your fingers and your clothes if you get it on your skin or your clothes. It'll come out of your skin, but clothes it's a little harder to get out of. So be very careful when you're working with those. When you're finally done and you have painted everything, you'll end up with a beautiful piece of artwork, some circle art. So notice here I made a pretty orange by mixing red and yellow. I made a purple here. It kind of reminded me of a grape popsicle. So yeah, have fun with it. Create your designs with your pencil, outline with black, and then finally paint. Please remember to bring any reusable materials back to the library. So your paintbrush, pencil, Sharpie, your bottle of India ink, and even these little containers, I can reuse these definitely. So have fun, and I'll see you all later.